I'm comfortable saying that school will return as normal as possible for the rest of the day. I believe we're safe. I believe everything's good. I've asked school police to stay on campus for a little longer today, just to keep an eye on things and really put me and everyone else at ease that we have help if we need it on site. If you would like to get your students, since you're already here, you're welcome to do so. You'll need to pull up to the front entrance of the flagpole. The police will get your ID, verify who you are, verify who your student is, and then they will release them one by one. If you'd like to wait until the end of school, that will probably be more efficient, but I get it, you're here. Everyone's been pretty stressed all day. We got this. So, thank you all.
All right, my name is Lieutenant Bryan Zink, B-R-Y-A-N-Z-I-N-K. I'm the Public Information Officer for the Clark County School District Police Department. So today at about 10 o'clock, 10 a.m., Metro 911 operator got a phone call from a frantic student who reported that there was a student, possibly a student, on campus with some type of weapon in a backpack. That immediately got us to contact the school and to put it in what is called a hard lockdown. Hard lockdowns are initiated whenever there is a threat on campus, so we lock all the doors inside the classrooms. The teachers are instructed to get the kids on the floor, away from the doors, possibly barricaded if they feel like they need to, and then they lock the door and they turn off the lights. They do not open the doors for anybody until they get the all clear from the school. So units from Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, Clark County School District all arrived at campus about the same time. They started formalizing a plan, and then they joined they partnered up in joint teams, and then they cleared the school room by room. So every single classroom was checked to make sure that everyone inside the classroom was safe and that there was no threat on campus. This process took about an hour and 15 minutes, and then they deemed it to be all clear. Upon further investigation of the text message that the student got, we believe that this is a swatting event. What swatting is when somebody sends a horrific story to a student to either get law enforcement to interact with them negatively at the residence, or as we've seen in the school district a few times, at school. So at this time, the threat has been deemed to be uncredible, not true, and classes are resuming at the school right now. And as you can see, parents who have chose to go in and pull their kids out of class were instructed to do so safely from the principal. Every single child will be checked as they leave by CCSD police officers who are assisting with reunification at the front of the school.
What's going to happen with that student who reported that or had that swatting?
So the student who got the text message and reported it to us, we'll investigate to see if she in fact knows who sent her that text message, because unfortunately sometimes these text messages come from anonymous cell phone numbers that we can't trace.
So basically that female student got a text message saying that this is a scenario, but that's okay.
Exactly, yes.
Was this something that maybe they were trying to do for social media? I don't know if you happen to know that.
I don't believe so. This again, this has happened a few times at a few other schools in the valley, and we don't believe it's tied to any type of social media challenge or anything like that.
So you don't think it's like a copycat from what happened in Texas earlier on?
No, preliminarily no, but initially that's sometimes what we think may happen. But again, out of an abundance of caution, that's why you saw the response that we had here, because we never want to say, oh, it's just some false call without investigating it. So, this is just a good example to parents, as scary as it is for the kids and for the parents, just so they can rest at ease that when we do call a hard or a soft lockdown, there's always a good reason for it, and then we investigate it as fully as we can.
A lot of parents show frustration not knowing exactly what's going on, no information from CCSD. What are you telling parents to do in scenarios like this?
Well, in scenarios like that, the schools work with CCSD Communications closely, and they try to get the messaging out as soon as possible. But what we don't want to do is put out false information. We don't want to cause a bigger panic than you saw what happened here today. And so we try to get information out as quickly as possible. But again, it does take time to find out the facts and circumstances leading up to the event. And again, we want to provide accurate information as soon as possible. So, a lot of times when there's a hard lockdown, the best reaction is not to rush to the school, because we have seen in the past in other parts of the country that when parents flood to a school to see what's going on, they end up clogging up streetways and things like that. And last thing you want to do is prevent first responders from being able to get to a school to do an investigation.
So some students are allowed to leave with the parents, and others will still resume class like normal?
Absolutely, classes are resuming. I spoke with the mother earlier. She's like, I'll be back in an hour when the school day's over, because my daughter's going to continue her education, because that's what's important. Okay, anyone else?
So were the streets backed up? You said there was a mass panic.
Well, I don't know if you heard earlier, but we had probably 50 more to 100 more cars than are what out here now. Traffic wasn't impacted, luckily, but you could see a lot of parents did rush down here. And you know, this is an industrial park, so there's always a lot of traffic. So,
Thank you so much.
okay, thank you, sir. All right, thank you, everybody.